And ciao, what's up everybody? Alright, we're gonna do a 40-minute walk today around there. If you want us to hang out and do that, we're about to do that. 4K walk. I might be a little rusty out of the gate here. First video of the day, but we might as well get it going. I'm not even sure where we're gonna walk. You know, we've gone so many places in Saigon. If anybody wants to go specific areas in Saigon, let me know in the comment section. Definitely drop some ideas in the comment section of where you guys want to see me go. Other places. I was just in Saigon. We're gonna go back to District 7 and check that out. We're gonna start an apartment series. We're gonna go to Sala, Golden River, Central Park. I'm gonna go film videos at all the places, like fly the drone, and then yeah, help you rent an apartment in any of those places. So that'll be fun to do and interesting to do. Those seem to be my best performers. Like, they've got a new statistic system on YouTube. I don't usually look at it, but I just looked at like how I got the most subscribers over the past 3 years, and YouTube apartment videos have garnered the most amount of subscribers. So, and plus, you know, like, I make a little bit of money off renting those apartments, sometimes like a month's rent, usually half. I've never rented one because it's way more difficult than you think. That's why being like an agent is difficult. It's hard to cater to people. Like, I was just a guy giving info to like an agent, and I was ending up doing a lot, but I'm prepared to do it again, because if I can just like rent, you know, one every couple months even, I'm stoked with that. So we're probably going to do 20 videos on that, because there's going to be so many different apartment buildings and stuff. And I'll have an individual agent at each one. I don't want to have one agent trying to do everything. Like, the way it goes with housing, I can talk about this, because this won't be a part of my update video for like live streaming and stuff. I can talk about this on here. But like, part of the thing that agents don't tell you is like, usually they've got really one building that they're assigned to, and that is their like building, you know. That one building is where pretty much they're gonna do 90% of their rentals. So if like they're a Golden River agent, they're gonna be a Golden River agent. They'll say they've got other stuff, and they will, but like, you kind of just want to get an agent that's at each individual place. So I have access and ways to know how to do that. I'm not saying that you couldn't either, but I'll be able to streamline a lot of apartments for people. In fact, I was over here earlier looking at a place over here. That'll be part of the video. The apartments. This is going to be one of the places that I recommend. It's so affordable right now. There's nothing by it. It's going to have some down. It's got some issues. All these got some issues. You'll see when we film them. But a lot of them are good values. So we'll talk about it. Some of them are terrible values. I think we're going to walk over to District 3. So yeah, I plan on having this be about a 40-45 minute video. Yeah. I really want to get back into a long form format. I really have to get into the grind of doing many different things while live streaming at the same time. Going out at the day, at the night. If you want to watch me live stream, that's Fat and Broke over at kick.com. If you don't want to watch it on Kick, you can watch it on the Fat and Broke IRL on YouTube. I stream on that simulcast. So, pretty cool. Give me 1 second. I need to turn on the live stream. Alright, the live stream is on. We're going to keep walking straight. I do believe. We can walk to District 3, but let's go along the wharf. We can go down this Japantown too. Let's. I wonder what YouTube would pick would be more exciting. Would YouTube want to see down the wharf, Or down Japantown. I think down Japantown. It's calling me crazy. Downtown. Downtown. She's freaking out. She's like, he's gonna die. It's tourists. It's okay. It's such a crazy thing. If you've never been to Saigon, you're watching this video for the first time, that's how you cross the street. It's absolutely wild. I know at first, but if you're already from a city where you cross the street like that, like maybe in LA, it's not as crazy, but yeah, after you do it a few times, it's not so crazy anymore. So this area is actually expanding. This is a good spot to walk down and talk about. So actually, this was a good choice because I actually have some good dialogue about this area. Let me turn on my text to speech on my stream. Okay. That is incorporated now on the stream. There we go. Bring up the stream. That is incorporated now on the stream. What up, Jackie D? Alright, let's keep going. So up here they opened up like a ton of new business towers. And I talked about it before. I think the reasoning is because it's cheaper than opening an apartment. So you don't have to do as much stuff. I think you can put, bathrooms centralized. You don't have to run as much plumbing. Showers. So this whole area, they've just finished this up. So it's becoming more and more busy. This area is pretty problematic with the cars sitting here. But I read in the newspaper, one of them, that you're coming here and running them out now because this building's open and this building's pissed off that they're taking up this whole street. We'll see what happens with it. Very much so, probably no change because that stuff's very, very difficult to change in Vietnam. It's like it's the wildest place ever. There's like rules, but there's not rules. And it's like break a rule till you're caught and just like get a slap on the hand. Like it's a weird system, but it works, I guess. I mean, this looks super nice for like a entertainment or a work park. Let's see what they're calling it and stuff. I think this is Japanese baths, if I remember right. Next is square. There, you can scan a QR if you want. Water bus station? Why is there a map here? Oh, they're just giving you a general map. That's kind of cool, man. I mean, this building does look sick. I don't know what's going to be in here. Sometimes they put nightclubs in these. Sometimes restaurants. It depends on how it rents. Like, I've seen that happen. I've played at a couple clubs that like have rented out places at these, like in District 1. So yeah, this thing's newly open, but it's beautiful. They did a good job. So far, there is quite a bit of businesses in it. Calm. Man, it's hot out. Shinjuku. How's the weather in Japan, Jackie DL? I'm filming a YouTube video, so many apologies. I'll be with my chat in like a half hour. We're doing a pretty good walk today. I really want to have 2 to 3 hours of long format videos a week. A bunch of 10 minutes. Cooking with Fat and Broke videos. Since like I'm cooking at home because I'm eating healthier. It's really just stripped down like keto recipes, but they're pretty interesting. I've been substituting, bread, buns and stuff with iceberg lettuce. It's, you miss it, but the taste is there, Believe it or not, like the taste in a good burger really doesn't necessarily come down to the bun. Just cook it like perfect. Slap it in between some iceberg lettuce. I'm telling you, it slaps. I'm gonna try the onion deal that's viral right now too. They had that at In-N-Out way back in the day. Because that's like a LA thing too. The 2 onion thing. I just never got it. I think it's a bit too much onion, but when you cook an onion, it takes a lot of the sting away. So, I mean, they cleaned up this whole sidewalk because of this Nexus building. I suspect this was all just trash and dirt and gross, just like a couple days ago. All of this was. I mean, it's still pretty dirty. But it's better, it's improved. For sure. I'm not eating any grains or anything. I'm literally just eating vegetables and meat. So like, just literally just veggie and beef and pork. Man, I've been eating a lot of ground pork, like lean ground pork, and then leaner and fatty beef alternating. Bacon, eggs, and lettuce, tomato, onion. Yeah, pretty much that's it. That's pretty much what I've been eating pretty consistently now. It's pretty good. I even do I bought some hot dogs. Throw the hot dog in a piece of lettuce. Dress it like a hot dog. Winning. It's pretty hot out today. We're gonna do what to do when it's hot out like this. I guess I am a bit used to it. As long as you don't drink any alcohol in this weather, you're not gonna sweat bad. If I went and had a beer right now, I'm gonna fucking sweat. So I'm not gonna have a beer today, especially during the day. I don't even want to have one during the night. But like a beer would make you sweat infinitely hot. I mean, it makes me sweat. If I drank just a Tiger right now, I'll be covered in sweat. I'm gonna be covered in sweat because we're gonna walk for an hour minimum. So we are walking at a pretty good clip. I'll show you one of the M Village things over here. I'm gonna start reviewing these because they're all over. One of my friends is staying at one, so I'll be able to review one in like April or March. I forget when. I'll be able to review one by then if they don't let me. So unfortunately, you have to usually stay at them, and I don't. Why am I going to stay at a hotel in District 1? Oh. If I had a reason to. It's just a waste of money. Ciao. Too much trash. It's extremely hot out today. The sun is very unforgiving right now, to say the least. I mean, on days like this, I wouldn't recommend particularly walking around like this. At least far. If you're gonna walk outside like this, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, unless you're like climatized at 35 degrees. It's not like a pleasure to deal with, you know? You know what I'm saying? Well, we can go by, we can do some cool shots. I think I want to get a banh mi over on, I can't get a banh mi. Bread's out of the diet. Does make it difficult to eat Vietnamese food when I'm just eating like just meat and veg. Like everything's got carbs in it here. Calm. Calm. You know, those guys, I would never take a ride with them. You can. You're just going to waste money. The last guy we met on stream that took one of those, I think he wasted $5 million. They got him and his buddy for it, $5 million. You know, they took him to the place, you know, put some beers in front of him. Said we're going to get girls. He kept saying no, 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 no. He's like, I just want to go. And they hit you with like a $5 million dong. bill and you're like, what is this? And you're like, oh, you paid for the girls. And you're like, well, I didn't even want the girls. And he's like, well, you said. So it's like this whole, do you understand the scam? You know, they do that, unfortunately, to a lot of people. But you have to just have your wits about you as well, you know, guys. Boys and girls, and you know, be smart. Don't do stupid things, and stupid things won't happen. Now, if you're looking for a wild adventure, sure, like, there's probably a day where we can jump on that guy's thing for content, like on a live stream, sure. But for like regular people, no. He's gonna try to take you for a ride, more than likely. A Grab driver should never be soliciting for Grab rides outside of the Grab app. So he's probably not even a Grab driver. So you definitely want to steer clear of a guy posing as something and not being that. So that's the good thing about Grab app is, you know, if you're a woman, you get a car or whatever, there's a license plate, look on the back, match it up. If it doesn't match, don't get on it. Especially if you're a woman. I won't even get on it when the dude shows up. I'm like, no, dude, cancel it. Like, I don't care if it's your brother's motorbike. You're not matching the thing, dude. I'm not taking it. So, make sure you match the plate. Refuse the ride if the plate doesn't match. You know, you're not going to lose any points. They do have a point system. So if you are going to live here and you're going to use Grab, just know there is a point system. There is a rating on you that they can see. So it is just like Uber. Or like, I think all of them. I haven't used Uber in 50 million years. But like, yeah. It's a little hot, so I think we're going to go the cool way. But it does take us around the wrong way, but that's okay. Taking a taxi from the airport, you're not going to have any problem with if you just follow my video. You know, you don't take a taxi that's not a taxi you've never heard of. Oh, we can go through here. Let's go through the parking. Makes for a good video. You just go to the taxi stall, like I said. You go all the way to the end. And yeah, you take a Venus Sun. He's going to turn the meter on. There's no mishmash. It's $200K to get from the airport to District 1 usually. If traffic's maybe crazy and he's got to go around, $250, $260. That should be the total cost. So if they're telling you, I'm not a believer in ever paying a flat fee or fare ever for a taxi. Always tell them to turn the guy just hard shouldered me pretty aggressively. Always tell them to run the meter. Just always run the meter. There's never an option where you don't run the meter. Going through Mom's restaurant. Usually you'll see Grandma sleeping down here. She sleeps on the floor in this little cupboard. It's too early yet though. Oh no, she's down here. See? Sitting in her little hole in the ground. Very common way of dwelling in Saigon and in Vietnam. There's a movie. What's it called? Just look up Vietnam lottery ticket seller. Rum. I can't remember the name of it, but there's a really, really good Vietnamese movie on like that. It's actually really one of the better Vietnamese movies ever made. Blood Moon Party and that are like the two best, in my opinion. Blood Moon might be one of the most savage movies ever. Like just a pretty accurate portrayal on the dating situation and culture in Vietnam. Like in how men and the women kind of cheat here a lot. It's very good movies. Let me see if the chat can find it. Hey chat, can you guys find the name of that movie for me? I don't know if I got any fans in the chat or just a bunch of people that don't like me. We'll see. Can somebody in chat find the movie I'm talking about? Just type in lottery ticket seller movie Vietnam. Banned. Because they like Vietnam banned it. One day we gotta get out of here, copyright music. One day. Alright, let's get away from this copyright. It's super hot over here, but who cares? We're now going to start to navigate this way. We're going to go walk towards District 3. I do want a banh mi, but having bread is going to mess up my 3-day diet. Wait, getting off of like carbs and shit, crap food, it takes like a week before your body stops craving it. I swear. Before your body's like really like, give me. And then it can start to get full off of just like veg and meat. I do get hungry way more, like eating just vegetables and meat. But like if you're just eating veg and meat, it's not, you know, you can kind of eat when you need to. But I still am eating in a 6-hour window. So I'm trying to fast like 18 to 20 hours. And then have a window of operation, have you. Which way? I don't want your scooter. I'm never gonna want your scooter. Ticket to Destiny, nope. Jackpot, nope. It got banned, man. It's like their most famous movie. It's a little kid. He lives in the slums. He sells lottery tickets in Saigon. It's pretty good. Man, I can't remember the name of it. It's so easy to find, though. I'll know when I see the name. I think it's with an R. I cannot remember. Again, if you want to join the stream and watch me live stream, it's over at kick.com or over at youtube.com, Fat and Broke IRL. So you can show some love over on the YouTube IRL and watch it on there, and you can donate on there too if you want. It's not exclusive to Kick, so not until I get a Kick deal, which is probably never. So we'll rock it out on both. Rom. Rom's the name of the movie. R-O-M. Yeah, that's the one. Thanks, Izzy Kaya Warrior. Yep. So that movie, I highly recommend it. R-O-M, Rom. Check it out. Really, really, really great to watch. I mean, it's a little over the top, of course. And, you know, it's Vietnam cinematography, but the overall message movie is delivered very well. And then, of course, the other movie I recommend is Blood Moon. B-L-O-O-D-M-O-O-N. It's a wild ride. Alright, let's go down here. And I forget what I walk because I walk so much stuff. It's crazy. Oh, we got some thumbnails coming up here. Let's work our magic, boys. Let's stumble across this thumbnail. Just walk as slow as I can so I can get like the perfect shot here. Oh, she's pretty hot, bro. She even waved. Big W's. We won that one. We won that round, boys. Although I need to go down that street, but I got distracted. I think it would look weird if I walk back. No, we can do it. We can walk back. And just act like we didn't see him. Because we gotta go left here. Not creepy at all. We're not even gonna look at him. We'll just run by and act like it never happened. You can't definitely film it a second time, but she is beautiful. I will say that. None as beautiful as my amazing wife, though. Of course. Because you have to say stuff like that. The internet is full of a bunch of weirdos. Yeah, Blood Moon Party's such just a good movie. It's wickedly done. It really perfectly explains the culture of like marriage, relationships, and the dichotomy of them between a Vietnamese and a Vietnamese, particularly in Saigon too. So I mean, it's a very well executed movie. Calm. It's just an extremely well executed movie, and it's and what it portrays. You know? But I think it's not even to just Vietnamese culture. This can go, you know, any culture, but you know, it's definitely hits a nail on the head on some things here, you know, for Shizzy. It's a very interesting movie. How long was it? 25 minutes already, wow. Dialogue's just flowing now too. I like it when the dialogue just flows. That really takes about 15 minutes. Getting into cold dialogue is pretty admirable, but I imagine like somebody on a TV or something has probably got what he wants to say opening, like repeating in his head and like practicing. Or it's just taking multiple takes, which would make the most sense. You might have to get a banh mi. I'm pretty hungry. I didn't eat enough food before I went out. One little banh mi is not going to kill us. They're such like, I think they're only like 30 grams of carbs, 25 grams of carb. They're really low on carbs because the bread's airy. Oh, that sun is beating down. Beating down. So over on the live stream, we try to be a new era of positivity. So if you want to join a positive stream, we're trying to get away from degeneracy, being a degenerate, drank less, you know, more day streams, more like content stuff. You know, I'm keen to travel, go to new places and stream like outdoor activities and stuff. Just try to change it all up in all different ways. Yeah, we're working on it, but above all things, we're just trying to be positive, you know. So come on over if you want to check out that. God, I'm getting hot. That sun's starting to hit me pretty good now. Starting to get a good sweat going right off the drip of my brow. Pretty good though. It's not excessively hot. You know, in a day like this, when the weather conditions are like this, if I'm a tourist here, you know, honestly, I'm probably going to walk 10 minutes at a time. This is why it's pretty ideal to be in this location, or in a location with shit to do, like maybe a Vinhome Central Park, etc. Like, there's a lot of new like Airbnb popping up in areas where there's nothing to do in them, and people are like, what the hell? You got to be geographically in the right area too, especially for days like this. You're going to want to be in a mall, inside, at a pub inside with air con. Like, not many people are going to want to walk around in this weather right now. Like, it's, or if they are, they're not going to walk around for more than a half hour. Like, it's not going to be a pleasant ride for most people. How's barbed wire doing over here? Well, it's very discouraging to not see barbed wire open. What time is it? Is it running like a full Lady Bar model now? It could be. I mean, if they're running a Lady Bar model, they're probably not open till 5 or 6, so. And we came out way early today. Gonna probably come out early for the next few weeks, back to days again, and then back to nights, or alternate days and nights. You just gotta kind of stay tuned, have the bell set to all if you're on the IRL YouTube, and then, or be on Kick and have the notifications on. But you would want to be in like, and if you're not a drinker, maybe in a cafe. You're not going to want to be necessarily really walking around aggressively. I'll just leave that up to the comment section. What do you guys think in the comment section? Let me know. Let me know. We'll light up those comment section, people. So we're light on comments lately. The only thing I ask for, if you want to help this little guy with C-cup breasts, to gain a little bit more exposure, drop some comments, please. Thank you. Let's see here. I mean, to say we're never going to drink and not do degenerate stuff is, you know, crazy, but I just don't want the whole thing based on that, you know. We're going to do an update channel, so I don't want to get too much into that. It does help me focus my thoughts for individual videos though, so it's kind of good to shoot this long format one out of the gate. You know what I'm saying? We're pretty ways down here. We're almost to District 3. We did a pretty good walk. We went to District 2, District 1, now to District 3. So not a bad little walk. We're actually walking at a pretty good clip too. We did that in 30 minutes. It's not bad. It's because the sun isn't too intense. We've got overcast. Well, that's where we're going to get into differences on that when it's 35 out. It depends on where the sun's at too. And there is a water park here too. So like you can go to the water park. You can go to Damson Water Park always. You know, Damson Water Park's a good time. It's got some of the craziest, you know, there's probably big money to be made. And I think I can do it with the Go3 money. Not big money, but there's views to be made on someone riding every water park ride in Vietnam with like a Go3 camera. So everywhere me and Wynn go, wherever there's a water park, I'm gonna make her come so I can film and we can get footage of all the rides, because there's so many. They've got weird water park ride rules here that kind of don't make a lot of sense. Like they make you ride 2-person on like all these rides that aren't even anywhere close to needing it. But I guess like safety is a big concern because they've had some fatalities, I think, at water parks here. So there's plenty of stuff that I've even forgotten to cover in previous videos of what to do when it's hot out. I mean, there's even a water park like, you know, I'm even going to say right now for real, it's worth your time on God. If you're going to be here when it's hot, this is going to be part of my video, and it's going to be like 35 here, go to Phan Thiet and go stay at Movenpick for 2 or 3 days and go to that water park every day. You got it to yourself right now. I mean, something like that is once in a lifetime opportunities that I've only ever seen presented in Vietnam. That's not the first time I've had a water park to myself, by the way, in Vietnam. It's my 3rd or 4th. Never have I seen that in any other country. But yeah, I mean, I would just say you could even go to Phan Thiet. It's so close. You take the bus. You know, that Movenpick is phenomenal. What a nice resort, you know, and then the water park's right there. Movenpick's got great food. You don't have to leave the resort. You don't got to do anything. You go there, you swim all day, you eat, sleep, fuck, wake up, repeat. I mean, there's infinite stuff to do here, realistically, when it's hot out, that I've forgotten in past videos, so I'm excited to do a remake video of that today. I'm going to do a new driver's license video too, because mine will be expiring. I'll be getting another new one, so we'll see how the process is 4 years on. I think 4 years ago was the last time I got one. We'll see what's changed. We'll document it. You know, oddly, a lot of my old videos do pretty well. It keeps my YouTube channel afloat while we're in difficult times right now. Viewership is definitely down on YouTube, but you know, I kind of took some time off. Not really, but for what I do, it was time off, you know. Not doing my video days, people I'd say consider time off for me. I think we can keep going down this way. Whew, the weather is not so bad when you get under here, and then you can just sit in a park too. Like if you are going to walk around, you can just sit in a park. So we've got the whole concept idea ready now for the what to do when it's hot. I've got the live stream, never rebrand thing, update sorted in this one. So that'll be 3 videos for today. That makes me happy. That's what I'm trying to do. We have to return back to sheer work, which is 3 to 4 YouTube videos a day, no matter what. Posting 2 videos a day on YouTube, kind of no matter what. Eventually it'll hit, man. That's kind of the way I do it, you know. Come sao. Come on, go. Yeah, it's hot under the sun. If you have a, when I got the license, if you have an endorsement for a motorcycle license, you get that endorsement here for up to a 300cc bike. And anything bigger than that, you got to go get Vietnam shit. But I'm telling you this, you don't even need a license. If you just follow the traffic laws, you will never get pulled over, period. I stand on this. I stand on this firm. You know, let's go knock on wood, but guess how many times in the comment section I've been pulled over in all my time living here. So I mean, it's all how, and I had an extremely loud motorcycle that was an attention grabber. No one cared because I drove like a totally normal person. You know, you have to put yourself in a situation, to be honest, to get pulled over. And then also, like, another maybe misconception by expats is, dude, they don't know any English, so it's hard for them to negotiate a bribe with you, so they'd much rather deal with the Vietnamese. So they doubly don't want to mess with you. No, they don't think they're going to make more money off of you. They're more concerned they're not going to make enough off you because they can't bargain with you because they know zero English. So it's actually, you know, they're not looking for you. You've got to really be driving like a numbnuts, which unfortunately 99% of expats do here. Because they get the twist and go motorbike and they just drive like a local does. And you honestly really can't drive like a local without getting pulled over and in trouble. Because they're breaking traffic laws about every 4 seconds. Which is fine, but like I get there just as fast not breaking one traffic law. So I mean, I get it. We need those people here doing that because it makes the flow of traffic keep going. So without them, it would probably slow down. So I respect it, but I'm in the group of people that doesn't need to do it, so I don't do it. And if you do the same, you will never get pulled over. So you would never even need a license because you're never even going to get pulled over. I don't care if you're on an 1800cc bike. You know? They're not going to do anything unless you're driving in a way to make them do something. Or you're drunk at a DUI checkpoint. There's got to be a reason. I've never seen them just pull people over, dude. You have to break a law. Even if it's whack, you still have to break a law. Yeah, like the best thing is if they do try to extract money from you and stuff, you just don't speak any Vietnamese. Pull out your driver's license and be like, yeah, dude, this thing's legit. And then, you know, if he's trying to go for some money, just pull out like 100K. That's why you never carry, I've talked about this in a billion videos, but you never carry money around if you're driving around as an expat here. So whatever you have in your wallet, he's going to try to extort out of you. So like, if you've only got, your best bet's to have a nice, like, maybe a 200, 250s, and some 20s and 10s, and you know, the changers. And have that in your wallet, and then have the rest of your money in your bag. Because if you're not carrying a bag in Vietnam, that's just weird. I don't know what to tell you, dude. When I see a guy walking around with nothing, it's okay, buddy. It's just too much of a risk of losing something. I'm getting super hungry. I think we gotta get it on me. I don't know if I can leave it now. My hunger is real right now. Very, very real. Yeah, but I mean, the biggest thing is, what I've observed is expats just do not drive very well here at all. They're like some of the worst offenders. Some of the worst driving I've seen is expats. Like, driving like the high school kids here. Usually the bad drivers here, Vietnamese, are kids, which, you know, makes sense. Most of the accidents I've seen are younger dudes driving super crazy through traffic and like slamming into something because there's no reaction time, so you can't stop here. So the thing here is like their reaction is to dodge, and they're very good at dodging. But if you have nowhere to dodge to, and you have to slam on your brakes, that's where you'll run into a problem in Old Saigon with that every time. Because, you know, I watched a kid smash into the back of a minivan. Didn't break the back thing, but literally smashed into the thing, dented the back of it. Got up, picked up his Honda Cub, acted like nothing happened, and just drove off. I was like, that's gnarly, bro. Gnarly. There's the old Jollibee. Jollibee's been expanding their menu lately in Vietnam. I wish they would just imply the menu that they have from the Philippines. I have no idea why there's no gravy and no mashed potato. I don't understand. I don't know who runs Jollibee here, who thinks Vietnamese don't like mashed potato. Mashed potato sells very well at every other chicken place. It's very, very odd that they don't do their thing here. They have a problem with freshness as well. If you get a fresh fried piece of chicken, it's tremendous. If you get one that's not, it's not. So I mean, it's hit or miss. Their spaghetti's good. Their spaghetti just tastes just like the Phil's. The chicken's pretty close as well. I don't know if my banh mi is open. Banh mi. Banh mi. You guys have seen this banh mi on film before, but I think she's open. Yeah, she's open. We've got a whole video on this, so there's no need to see too much on it. But she makes her own bread here. This is still probably my favorite banh mi in Saigon. If you like ask me hands down what banh mi I'm gonna eat every time, it's the one all these girls are going to. It's a banh mi. Alright guys, you've seen this before. This is where we shall end the video. I'm going to start a new one. Thank you for watching. If you want to see additional footage on me and crowdsourced website and help me out in additional ways, there's a website called patreon.com/fatandbroke. As ever, stay frosty. Thanks so much. Have a good one. Peace out.